So, welcome, guys, to the Profitable Salon Liberator. I'm Lisa Phillips, and in this video, I want to share with you how to build a profitable, sustainable salon so that you don't have to work more hours. You can get paid for the hours that you're already contributing to this business. Because, look, right, as the CEO of your business, you're the one that should get paid more than anybody else. So, why is this important? Why is it important that you do get paid that? And why do you need to make sure that your business is sustainable? Well, to build a sustainable salon, it's about setting your pricing structure that ensures that you do get paid what you're worth, so that then you've got the passion back and you can lead your business but still be inspired to grow it even further. See, the problem that I see so often is that many salon owners are really worried about making sure they're making enough money to cover their team's wages and potentially put some money back into the business, right, to let it grow. But when it comes to the end of the month or the end of their 4 weeks when they're paying their team, there often isn't enough left over for them themselves. Or even so, they're just getting paid like any other stylist in their salon, yet they're the ones that are doing all the extra work. So what should you do instead? Well, instead, you need to make sure that you pay yourself first. But why? Why is that important? Well, look, here's why it's important. Because think about all those extra hours that you do, that you've put into your business previously, the stress that you've put on you, your loved ones, your family for investing in growing a business and providing that career path for other people. And often you're the one sitting up late at night at home, looking at the figures, looking at all the other things to ensure that your business is staying on track to achieve the goals that you set in place. Problem is, how do you do it? How do you ensure that you, the salon owner, gets paid wisely for your time? Well, this is what I'm going to share with you in this video. So hopefully, if you've watched any of my previous videos, then you should understand all about the break even. You should know that you know an exact figure of what your business needs to achieve every single month to make sure that your business breaks even. What do I mean by break even? Well, this is the point at which the money coming into your business is equivalent to the money going out of your business. So therefore, when you break even, you're not really making profit and you're not putting any money back into your business. But once you know this figure, once you know exactly what your break even is based on your past results, it's about breaking it down into weekly targets so that you know every single week exactly. In fact, you can even break it down to daily, which I teach people to do when they're setting goals. But if you know your weekly break even figures and you know exactly how much you need to be charging, you know exactly how much you need to be bringing into your business, then you can move forward and actually start putting in a figure for yourself as a salon owner. So break even should look something like this. And if you don't understand how to do this, guys, then please do reach out to me, because this is something I love teaching my salon owners. Okay, so once you know your break even figures, then it's about, what do you do, the salon owner, in your business? If you really sat down and wrote a list of all the jobs that you do, and I mean all of the jobs, like literally from, do you go in and do cleaning? I still hear some salon owners are still cleaning their salon. Do you cut hair? Do you have team meetings? What about those times when you're working at home on your computer, maybe looking at rotas, maybe looking at holidays, looking at the figures, anything you do in your business? Okay, are you still the bookkeeper? You make sure that you need to write a list down of all those jobs. Just imagine if that you couldn't work in your business, all those jobs that you potentially would have to hire somebody else to do. So you may end up with a list a bit like this, like the bookkeeper. What would that cost you a week if you had to hire somebody else to do it? Your HR meetings, your management meetings, what would it cost to hire someone else to do this? And you go all the way down, even things like health and safety. If you're the one that's making sure your health and safety is on track, then what would it cost? And in here as well, put in whether you are working still 2-3 days on the shop floor, how much would you have to pay another stylist to do your clients for you? And don't forget the time that you spend doing the wages. And then if you are managing your salon and you are still a stylist in your salon, how much would it cost you to get a manager to come and do all those other jobs to manage your team? You know, I hear at the moment that a manager really wouldn't charge anything less than between 20 to 25 pounds an hour. So you need to factor that time into your salary. So once you've got this is just a guide here that I've given you. You know, your salon may be completely different. My salon's different to this, but on a guide, we're looking at about £1,072 a week that it would cost if you had to get somebody else in to do your job. So then what you do is you go back to your break even and you factor in your salary. Because look, guys, you've got to start charging your clients for the wages that you need to get. Because if you don't run this business, somebody else would. And that's what successful businesses do. That's what successful CEOs do of their business. They make sure that they are bringing in enough money into their business so that they get paid. So once you've factored in your salary and you put this into the direct costs, then you can work out your break even with a new figure. So what you'll get is a new break even figure that you need to achieve. So you know that you've got a break even, but your wages are in there. This will then give you a new number of clients that you need to serve, and it will give you a new number that you need to charge for your services. Because then when you're breaking even, and that's not necessarily a profit, but you know then that you're getting paid, which makes you feel way more valued. It gets your passion back and it makes you the leader of your business, that now you kind of feel excited about growing your business. You feel more happy, joyful, and that reflects back on your team, because if they see the leader of the business is happier, then it's going to make them more motivated. And then let's not forget, you need to make sure that you're adding in the profit that you want to desire. But that's for another video, guys. So hopefully you found this useful. If you want to know more, somewhere around this video, there's going to be a link because you can join my community. At the moment, guys, it's free, but it's not for long. We literally, any more people that come in, we will then start to charge. But at the moment in my community, you're going to get valuable content, a weekly Zoom with me. Not only that, you get a free course. You get a free 8-step video course teaching you on how to get clarity and purpose back in your business so that you all start with your vision of what you really want to achieve. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that, and do maybe give me a follow and keep coming back here to check out for more information on how you can have that sustainable, profitable business.